You know that feeling? You're a successful venue, the phone's ringing off the hook, bookings are way up, but instead of celebrating, everything just feels harder. It's like more business isn't bringing in more profit, it's just bringing more exhaustion. If that sounds familiar, trust me, you are not alone. Today, we're going to dive into this hidden barrier to growth that so many successful venues slam into.
So, I want you to ask yourself this honestly. As your venue gets more and more popular, as you book more events, does it feel like you and your team are working like twice as hard just to tread water? If you're sitting there nodding your head yes, well, you're in the right place. We are about to break down exactly why this happens.
Okay, take a look at this. Does any of this sound familiar? Bookings are up, awesome, but the profit line is flat. Your staff looks like they're constantly under pressure. The admin work, it's just overwhelming, and trying to coordinate everything is getting harder and harder. If you're nodding along right now, you are experiencing the classic symptoms. You've hit what we call the capacity ceiling.
All right, so let's actually put a name to this thing, and in this first part, we're going to define exactly what this capacity ceiling is. And, maybe more importantly, get to the bottom of why it even happens in the first place.
So, what is the capacity ceiling? Well, here it is. It's that super frustrating point where every new booking you get actually adds more work than it adds value. Think about that. The effort it takes to handle that new client is it's more than what you're getting out of it. It's like you're on a treadmill, running faster and faster, but you're not actually going anywhere.
And here's the real culprit behind it all: manual operations. When you don't have good systems in place, your workload just explodes with every single booking. I mean, think about it. Every new client means another mountain of communication, more coordination, more documents to track, more stuff to verify, more follow-up. Your team is doing all of this by hand, and let's be real, there's a hard limit to how much any human can handle.
And this leads us straight into a really dangerous trap that a lot of venues fall into. It's what I call the busy, not better trap. It's all about the danger of linear growth. Let's dig into the difference because it is critical.
Okay, this chart just lays it out perfectly. On the one hand, you've got what we'll call dangerous growth. This is where your workload just scales right alongside your revenue. Yeah, you're busy, but the whole thing is fragile. It can't last. But then, look at the other side, healthy growth. This is where your revenue shoots up, but the cost to manage each booking actually goes down. That's the secret sauce. That's how you get more efficient as you get bigger.
And this chart really puts some numbers on it. So check this out. Let's say you go from 100 bookings to 120. Okay, that's a 20% increase in business, right? But now look at the work involved. It jumps from 100 units to 140. That's a 40% jump. You're literally doing double the percentage of work for that new business. That, my friends, is the law of diminishing returns smacking your operations right in the face. Every new event is making you less efficient.
So, why? Why does this happen? Let's get right down to the root of it. It turns out that doing everything manually creates 3 huge bottlenecks that basically just choke your ability to grow.
Okay, bottleneck number 1. Human speed is limited. It's just a fact. Your people can only respond to so many inquiries in a day. That's it. Number 2, all your knowledge is trapped inside people's heads. I mean, what happens if your best event manager quits? The whole operation could literally fall apart. And number 3, coordination complexity just explodes. Every single event adds more and more layers of back and forth between clients, vendors, your team, and without a system to manage it, it's just pure chaos.
Okay, so that's the problem. And yet, it's a big one. But here's the good news. There is absolutely a way to break through this ceiling. And it has nothing to do with working harder. It's all about thinking differently, adopting a completely new operational approach. And the solution, it starts with a huge mindset shift. You have to stop treating every single client like a brand new, unique project. Instead, you build a structured client journey, a path that every single client follows every single time, from the moment they inquire, to getting information, to viewing the space, to booking, all the way to the event itself. It's about creating a predictable, repeatable process that replaces all that chaos.
And a key part of that journey is using automated communication triggers. This is a total game changer. Imagine this. Instead of a staff member having to remember to send a confirmation email or a payment reminder, the system just does it automatically. This frees up your team to do the stuff that actually matters, like building real relationships with clients, instead of just being professional email naggers.
All right, the next tactic is just as critical. You need a centralized place for all your information, a single source of truth. Seriously, just think about how much time your staff and your clients waste digging through old emails, trying to find your policies or package details or checking availability. A centralized system puts all of that stuff in one easy-to-find place. It makes everything smoother and faster for everybody. So when you start putting these pieces together, the structured journey, the automation, the central info, you literally change the entire equation of your business. This is the new way to grow. It's all about working smarter, not harder.
And right here, this is the big aha moment. The old way of thinking, the knee-jerk reaction, is just to throw more resources at the problem, right? More marketing, hire more people, just work longer hours. But we already know that just makes things worse. The real solution, the sustainable one, is to look inward. It's to focus on reducing the amount of work it takes to handle every single booking you get.
And you know what? When you do this, something really amazing happens that goes way beyond the balance sheet. You create what's called psychological capacity. What does that mean? It means your staff isn't constantly stressed out. Your clients feel way more confident because they can see you have a smooth, professional process. And you, the owner or manager, you finally feel like you're in control again. Your business actually becomes calm, even when it's super busy.
I want you to really let this next one sink in, because it's the core idea behind all of this. Growth should make your business more efficient, not more exhausted. That's it. That's the whole philosophy. Real growth shouldn't grind you down. It should build you up, making you stronger and smoother with every single client that walks through your door.
So I'm just going to leave you with this one final question to think about. What would it actually mean for your business, for your team, for your own sanity, if your next booking required less work than your last one? Just imagine that for a second. Because that's not some crazy fantasy. That is the future of running a truly successful venue.